What is up, everyone? My name is Mr. J, and today I am bringing you a Digimon Market Watch. It should be Christmas by the time this video comes out, so Merry Christmas to you and your family. Hope you guys are having a good one and relaxing, eating a lot of food, opening up amazing gifts. Let's get into the Digimon Market Watch. So, what I have pulled up today is King Drasil alternate art from BT23, $70. Market price was about 43, but obviously it's gone up quite a bit. People are buying. Yeah, I did see earlier this week that it was like $90, which is insane. It's an insane amount of money. But people are buying it. Royal Knights, obviously, one of the best meta decks in the format. And if you have the copy, I don't see why you don't sell it. The Omnimon alternate art, or Omnimon in general from BT23, is getting reprinted, just an FYI, in March, I believe, another night set. So that's going to be cheap. King Drasil's $70 right now. But let's see how much the regular art is. So the regular art is about $4 market price, right? Just about. I don't see why you don't sell the alternate art and just get this one. I know this one looks ugly compared to the alternate art, but man, the amount of money that you need to output 4 copies, that's like, ooh, $280, almost $300. If that, right? Maybe $350. So I would just get the regular art and sell the alt art, make some good money this holiday season. BeelStarmon X Antibody. I know this was covered in another market watch. There's no listings left. So let's see, what was the last sale? $500, which actually is not bad compared to, I'm thinking about like Gaiomon Crimson Mode or Renamon X Antibody, which is like 1,000 or like 5,000. So 500 is not bad, but there's no listing. So if you have one of these, you could probably list it for 1,000, see if it sells. Be pretty nice. BeelStar Ace is also still high. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below, because I know people were hyped up for the BT24 reveals and they were thinking that we would have BeelStarmon support. Obviously, we didn't get that, but this card is still high. Market price 42, 172% increase over the last 3 months is also kind of crazy. It is selling at around 45, 50. And you could buy a playset for about $50 per copy. Sakuyamon Maid Mode. I did want to pick one of these up just because this Sakuyamon's, when digivolving, you may use one option card with plugin, obviously, or yellow, but then you put it on top of your security stack face down instead of putting it in your trash, which is a great tool for recovery in Sakuyamon, because what I found in Sakuyamon is that you tend to, obviously, to unsuspend, you need to trash your own security, and then also to protect yourself, you need to trash the mandala, right? So I think this maid mode is pretty good. The only thing is it doesn't have a removal effect on its own, but I think that can be mitigated by just using more of the red option, right? Red plugin. So I don't think it's better than the maid mode from the starter deck, maybe as a one-of, but this has been seen an increase. That's why I'm covering it, because yeah, in October it was 18, $20. Now it's 30 basically. You have to spend an extra $10 to get one. And right now, currently, you have to spend 35 and then it's quickly $40 after these listings go away. It's really hard because, you know, like L Cardboard or Nats Collectibles, I know, you know, sometimes it's unavoidable to get feedback, but when you have this many sales and it's 99.7, I was just like, nah, bro, I didn't want to go into it, but me personally, I get anxiety buying from sellers that don't have 100%. So I can't. I would have to buy from like newbie collector, right? At $40. That's just me though. And I'm also a seller, just an FYI, but I try really hard to keep my 100%, you know. I recently had like an issue with a seller where he sent me the wrong order and I had to, I was trying to get my refund and turn into a whole big thing, but I don't get it, man. Like if it's over $10, just give the person the money back. Like you already messed up, you know. But whatever, I'm not gonna go into sellers and buy it on TCGPlayer. Renamon X Antibody. has also been going up. It says it's been going, the market price has decreased apparently, but the market price was $5. The most recent sale was $20, and it's been selling $20.25 recently. Some people do play it as a 2-of in the Renamon deck, Sakuyamon, because you can pick up the X Antibodies. X Antibodies. Mr. J, what are you talking about? It can pick up the plugins from the trash. Now, I like the starter deck Renamon because it has barrier. I think the barrier is important. But the starter deck Renamon can also pick up the Mandala card, which this card cannot do. The thing that are positives of this card is that obviously you can Digivolve over your Renamon for 0 cost, so it's like an extra draw at the beginning. I think the Inheritable is good if you're trying to stack DP minusing effects. But other than that, I don't really like it. Like I said, I really like the starter deck Renamon because you can get the Mandala back, play the Mandala, recovery +1, and you're good. Kuzuhamon has also been seeing some action. She's actually, market price is $9. In the last 3 months, it's 100% increase in market price, pretty much. And you can pick up a few of them for about $17 basically with tax. 20, yeah, I won't say 19-20. I do think as a 1-of, it's okay. The good thing about this card is that it lets you go wide. So we see that the market price is about 17-18, but it hasn't sold for 17-18. There's like, yeah, 12, 10, 11. And we see we do have 4 copies at $18 here, 3 copies at 18. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a day when this is going to be unlimited again. But it has Sakuyamon in name, not actually Sakuyamon, so you can't Digivolve Maid Mode over it, unfortunately. When Digivolving, you play an option card. It doesn't matter what color, as long as you meet the color requirements, I guess. And then when you play the option card, you can spit out the Talmon or a level 4 or lower blue or yellow Digimon. So I think it's good, but what's the Kuzuhamon from, let's say, the promo? I think I'm gonna spell this wrong. Kuzuhamon. What's the, what the heck? All right, we're back, guys. I don't know why I wasn't on TCGPlayer, but this promo is the Kuzuhamon that comes out in BT24. I believe as a box topper. I don't know, promo. It's gonna come in the box, but this one does Digivolve level 6 over Maid Mode for 1 cost, and it is also treated as Sakuyamon, not Sakuyamon in name. So you get Maid Mode, Kazuha, Maid Mode, Kazuha, over and over, just on top of each other for 1 memory. And this one on play when Digivolving, you may use the Mandala or the plugin from your hand or trash without paying the cost. And then obviously you also summon the Pipe Fox token. So I think this is going to power creep the EX3 one or EX3, EX4 Kuzuhamon when it comes out next month. But it is, you know, BT24 doesn't come out until the end of January, basically. So you're going to have to wait a while. I think the Kuzuhamon from EX3, is it EX3 or EX4, is going to be, it's still going to be relevant. I think someone will try to play it as a 1-of EX4. But yeah, if you want to pick up a copy, I do like this art a lot. So it's up to you guys. Nyabootmon, hopefully I pronounced that right, is seeing a bit of action. It was market price $15. Obviously now there's only 2 listings left, and these are $40. So once those are gone, these 6 listings, like, it'll probably be 50. They're using Sakuyamon to OTK because overclock puppet. The tokens are puppet trade, so you can just overclock swing for game without suspending with this level 7. I've also seen people use Fenriloogamon Takemikazuchi, but we'll talk about that in a second. If you don't want to spend that much money, then the super rare alone is just $1. Yeah, this is super cheap. I don't see why, at least for me, it's just, it doesn't justify the price, right? Because I don't even know, I don't want to do the math on the increase from like $1 to $40, like how much of a price increase percentage that is. I would just get this one. But while we're at it, let's talk about the Fenriloogamon. This was recently also shown in the Takemika on the PXP entertainment channel, but also I believe Arisa Fu, I forgot what the channel is called, but he was also using like Sakuyamon OTK. You can buy the regular secret for $5, and I don't think it's going to stay this way. I think it's going to go up. So we're not going to look at the alt art, but market price is $13 for the alt art, and it's at 17 with only 10 listings left. Yeah, you can buy some of these. I did pick up some of the regular secret rares, like these ones for $5. And like I said, this one is just when Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 16k, which is something Sakuyamon does need, that minus DP effect to get over protection. And if DNA Digivolving doesn't really matter, the important part is the when attacking effect by trashing the top card of your opponent's security. Trash the top card of your opponent's security. So if your opponent has one security left, you can swing for game if you have the red option card, the plugin under, because the red option or plugin lets you swing at the end of turn. So you do the minus 16 when Digivolving, you'll swing trash 1 in the swing for game, right? It was really good top end for Sakuyamon. Because obviously we don't have access to the Chaosmon Balder arm if you play a Sakuya X. Just think about that one. Sayo I think is a good pickup because it's a secret rare from BT23. Yeah, we're moving on to other sets. But dude, man, I don't know. I really like the Sayo because it's just start a main phase if your opponent has a Digimon gain a memory. And then you can, when attacking, if you have the 2 same level cards in the stack, you can go ahead and swing and Digivolve from the trash. So I think it's really good. As a secret rare, I would pick it up. I also think that the Kyoko is pretty cheap too, right? That's a secret rare. But being secrets, I feel like these always have a chance to go up, like once support is announced. Moving on to the Gaiomon. So Gaiomon, dude, did you remember EX10 when Blackboard Greymon came out? Yeah, this was almost 20 bucks at one point. And now it's chump change, bro. I knew people were trying to make this work, or I know people were trying to make this work. It didn't work out, man. Like when Digivolving doesn't really pop anything, and you're relying on your opponent to have something on board to get most of the effects. So I don't know. Hopefully you sold it when it was 15 bucks, and if you want it for future, you can pick it up. It being a promo, there's a chance it will go up, but unfortunately this one went down. Super down. Another one I want to talk about is the Abbadomon Core alternate art. This one is very cheap. Abbadomon Yaziel has kicked my butt in the tournament twice already with this card. It just catches people off guard. It is pretty fast. Obviously it loses to decks that just like de-Digivolve or like bottom deck. But other than that, like this deck is so good. Like yeah, versus like other de-Digivolve decks, like you're screwed. Versus blue and green decks, you're screwed if they can bounce you. But man, this deck is fast, and if you're looking for the altar, like I said, you could pick up a playset right now for $5, right? 20 plus tax for the full playset. Just putting that out there. Next up, we're talking about Omnimon. Omnimon, if you guys have seen in the Asia region, a lot of people have been playing Omnimon. So right now, this one has actually been going down in market price apparently. But right now, the highest listing, people are buying it at 60, 65. And the lowest listing right now is 80. With 4 listings left. So you can buy a playset for 82 bucks right now. This is kind of insane. The only difference between this one and the EX9 one is that end of your turn, once per turn, one of your Digimon with Omnimon may attack the player, which I do really like. Even if you're running the BT22 Omnimon, that one can attack in a turn by itself. But if you're running the Alteress, then you do need this card. And I think Alteress is a really good card. Even the Ace needs this card to attack in a turn. So I would just pick up the rare if you need this card. But that would be a good investment, honestly, if you pick up the rare, because I do want to see how much the rare is right now. All right, it took me a while to find it. But yeah, Taikamiya Matashita from BT17, about $3 actually. So it's not a cheap rare. But yeah, instead of spending $80, if you don't have these, I would definitely pick these up if eventually you want to play Omnimon. Now the Taikamiya Matashita alternate art from EX09. This one it's actually been trending upwards. I picked up a playset for about $5. This has literally the same effect. It's just all turns. If you play a Digimon with Garurumon and yeah, when Digimon are played, if you have Garurumon, gain a memory. If you have Greymon, gain a memory, and then just the on play, you draw a card if you don't return anything to your hand. This is the same thing technically, instead it's like all turns instead of your turn, and then you draw the card, right? But you do not get to attack end of turn. I think this is a great pickup. You obviously pick up 4 copies of these if you are a diehard Omnimon fan, because there's no reason not to. At some point this was 20, it obviously went down. As soon as Omnimon gets support, I know this card's gonna go up. And I think we have about 2 more to review. So I want to talk about BT22 or BT23. The alt arts have been going down. So like Mastamon here is 62, a little bit lower compared to the 66 market price. Jesmon as well, $7, $6 or $7 before, 6, 7 below the market price. Hoodimon, $3 below market price. Examon, all of these are going down a few dollars in market price. BT24 doesn't come out until the end of January, but you can already pick up some of this stuff for pretty cheap. I'm assuming like Takumi Aiba, man, like $5 is insane. You can pick up some of these cards for super cheap, like the super rares. Examon, $1.50. Dullahamon, $1. Chitose, 25 cents. And yeah, if you want to pick up Hootie, if it doesn't get hit, obviously it's still going to be a good deck, I think, in BT24. So yeah, if you want to play Hootie, you can pick it up for relatively cheap. The last thing I want to talk about on today's Market Watch is the Apocalymon stuff. So some of it did get a buyout. I don't even see it. It's not even on the first page, bro. It's not even on the first page. So we gotta go to the second page. Machinedramon is still about $4 under market price. Did I skip one? Metal Seedramon is about $6, so it's the highest. Piedmon, there's only 5 listings of Piedmon left at $3, $4 market price. But yeah, these are slow. I don't even know where it's at. I think I skipped it. Puppetmon is trash, dude, so I'm not even surprised. Look, Apocalypse Super is $1. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother finding the puppet. But point being, we do get some support in the form of the Warumanzemon card in the store tournaments for January. So this one's on play. You may play 1 Dark Master Straight Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost. So 6 memory, you play down as level 5, and then you play down to level 6 for free. Can't Digivolve and is deleted at the end of the turn, but you want your Dark Masters to be deleted, so that's great. And then on deletion, you may play 1 face-up Dark Master Trade Digimon card from your security stack without paying the cost. So, tongue-tied. That's any Dark Masters, bro, that's in your security stack. So if Piedmon's in there, Machinedramon's in there, on deletion, just play it out. If it's played out, you delete the Digimon at the end of the turn that's played by this effect. But this one's really good. I don't know what it's called, like ramping. Like this one obviously lets you play it out, play out a body, play a Dark Masters out, obviously control the board a little bit, and then Dark Masters goes in security, which is what you want for the Apocalymon effect, right? So I think this is a definite 4 of in the deck, and it will speed up Dark Masters quite a bit. So what I'm trying to say is the Apocalymon SP from EX10 is super low, dude. Like it's super low. Market price was 166 at some point. People were buying it at that price. But you could pick up 3 copies of this guy for $100, and this is beautiful, beautiful artwork. Like I don't like Apocalypse like that, and I don't really buy SPs like that either, but gorgeous artwork. I wouldn't be surprised if this one went up once the Warumanzemon was out and hitting the stores, and we get our hands on it. But that was the Market Watch for today, guys. Again, Merry Christmas, and if I don't do a Market Watch by New Year's, then Happy New Year's as well. 2025 was good. Hopefully 2026 brings us good luck. Yeah, let's start thinking about our New Year's resolutions, and maybe working out some more, losing some weight, whatever it is, man. Saving money, not buying alt tarts, and saving money. But if you guys enjoyed the video, then again, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. My name is Mr. J. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.